Hey guys, today I'm back with a new video. Today I have a story time for you. This story is going to sound crazy because it kind of is. This story is about the time that I fell in a manhole/storm drain on my 15th birthday. So, it was my 15th birthday, and I had went to school that morning, and my mom had picked me up around maybe 11 o'clock for me to leave school early. So we had went to Cookout and I got me some food. Me and my mom had got some food, and so then we were going to my sister's house to go eat it. So I get all my food. I had a chicken strip platter with a fruit punch. So I go to get out the car, and where my sister lives at, she has one of those manhole cover storm drains right on her side of her road or whatever, because she lives in a town. So I go to get out, and I step out, and then I have to step onto the storm drain to get to her house. And I had done it thousands of times, and nothing ever happened. So this one time, I just step out, the first foot, fine. Both feet, I feel something, and then all of a sudden, I'm falling. And then I'm in excruciating pain, because what had happened, the town people had came to do something to it. But what happened, that they didn't put the lid back on correctly. So when I stepped out, I fell to my knees, and the top flipped, and it pinned me from my knees down, and I was crying, and my mom turned around because she didn't know what had happened. And once she saw, she tried to lift it, but it was just wedged in there. And so I was crying, and my sister came out, and they had to call 911, they had to call an ambulance, they had to call the fire department, they had to call a bunch of people. And so finally, first of all, I was just laying on the ground. I was crying because my fruit punch had fell all in my hair. So when the paramedics got there, they thought I was bleeding from my head. But my mom said no. When she fell, she kind of squeezed her cup, and the drink just went all in my hair. And I got scared there for a moment, because I from my knees down, I couldn't feel nothing. It was numb. And so I said to the paramedic, I can't feel from the knees down. And he said, well, that's common for when this stuff happens, because he said your legs are swelling. And I'm like, what do you mean my legs are swelling? He said with having all that pressure and the blood being cut off, he said it's going to start to swell afterwards. So I was like, okay. So I couldn't move. So they had to do something. It took three or four paramedics, whatever. They had put me on some little bag, and they had straps on both sides, because I couldn't move, and I'm a chunky person, so it's really not that easy to pick me up. So they put me on the stretcher, and I was in there, and all of a sudden they asked me, they said, do you like these pants you had on? And I'm like, yeah, I love my little pants. But he said, I'm sorry, we have to cut them. So all of a sudden, before I can say, okay, he takes the scissors and just starts cutting up to my knees on my pants. And I'm kind of scared, because my mom could not ride in the ambulance with me. So we were only legit 2 minutes from the hospital at where my sister lived at. So we get to the hospital, and my dad is already there waiting. My mom had called my dad before. My dad just rushed over to the hospital. So my dad was already there waiting. My mom had parked the car and ran to the emergency entrance by the time they even unloaded me off the ambulance. And I was feeling a bunch of pain in my right leg. So when I got back there, they had put IVs in me. They had to take all these tests. They had to send me up for x-rays, CAT scans. Like, they had to send me up for a bunch of stuff. And I was in the hospital probably until about 5, 6 o'clock, and it had happened around 12. Because they found that nothing was broken, but my right leg, something in it was like sprained or torn or something like that. Like, I can't remember. But like, I was on crutches for 6 weeks after that happened, and I still walk with like a kind of a limp to this day because I've still had ongoing troubles with it. Like, I've had to go to therapy for it. Like, I've had to go to an orthopedic doctor. Like I've had to do a lot of stuff. And oh yeah, let me go back. So the police had called the townsperson to come over from where I had fell into the storm drain. And the man said, it's not, like we fixed it. So the policeman told him to step on it. So when the man stepped on it, he about fell through himself. And yeah, like, they didn't reach out to us, like, saying, like, here, let us help you. Like, we didn't get no type of help through this. Like, but me now, like, my leg's doing better, but like some days I still have pain, I still ice it. Like, it's just an ongoing pain that I'll probably have for like the rest of my life. Like, it still jolts real bad, but I haven't had to wear my knee brace in a while, which is a good thing. But yeah, like, that's my story of how I fell through a storm drain on my 15th birthday. By far, one of the worst birthdays ever. One that you have to spend in the hospital. So yeah, if you like this story, like, I have more that I can share. Like, just like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so every time I post, y'all will be notified. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Bye, dailies.